Alright, so we just got done looking at the Lincoln MKS, and here we have a 2015 Genesis 5.0 V8. It's fitting that they're both in black, since we're comparing the two. I will say the Genesis is a much nicer looking vehicle on the outside. It's not as wide or as tall as the MKS, but it is longer, and it does have a much more appealing look on the outside. But maybe as we get inside, we'll see if that is a detriment or an advantage. Can't complain too much about the exterior on this Genesis. I do like it. I think it looks great. Has a nice sort of long flowing look to it. So let's take a look at the back seats. You know, you could easily fit 3 people in the back of the MKS, but because the Genesis here is not as wide, this little middle portion here is not as suited for a third person as the MKS. Plus the design here, this really is supposed to be down. This little hunk of seat here, this little slab of seat, it's really supposed to be down. It's got little cup holders in there. Because when you put it up, that doesn't look very comfortable to sit against. Though these seats, they give plenty of leg room for the rear passenger, and headroom, that's important. Headroom is good. This one has a full panel sunroof, not available in the MKS, which just has the dual panel sunroofs. Shades in the back here. And this one does have a power rear sunshade as well, which I'll show you. Nice solid shut on the doors there. That probably sounds better than the MKS. The seats here, for the front seats, you get a adjuster here for the thigh portion there. Also they have the bolsters here on the side, which will sort of grab your body. I don't know if you can see that going in and out there, but this portion with this control right here will sort of push against you and hug you. So if you want to be hugged by your vehicle, this 2015 Genesis 5.0 is it. Can't say I'm as big a fan with the console design on this one. This one sort of has this faked carbon fiber look going on here. Has some of the same controls. There's your rear shade, is right there. Comes up just as fast as on the MKS. This one also has a lane keeping system, blind spot alert. A lot of that's similar. A lot of similar features. Power adjustable steering wheel, but not power adjustable pedals, so they kind of trade off here and there between features. The front seats here do not have the massaging feature, so that is a big detriment on this one, but heated and cooled seats, navigation. Where Ford has, or the Lincoln MKS only has touchscreen really controls. You've got the dial here. You can do all sorts of stuff with this dial, as I'm going goofy on the navigation there. So you got stolen from a BMW. It's got a button there, and you can switch between your menus and whatnot. So you got your little controls right there for your touchscreen. Heated and cooled seats. Push button start. All the same features, but I think interior wise, just doesn't look as nice as the MKS. Fit and finish seems good. This is a 2015, so it's about four and a half years old. With 38,000 miles, everything's holding together good. Definitely, there is no gaps in the console here. Nothing is pulling up. All this is built really well. Down here you get some USB ports, or a USB port and an auxiliary audio input. Dual climate controls. The big thing about it is it's not as wide as the MKS, so it just doesn't feel as roomy. Headroom is pretty good though, I'll say, even with this giant sunroof. I do like the Genesis. The V8 sounds great. Probably would be a match for the MKS. The MKS has quite a bit of horsepower with that EcoBoost twin turbo 3.5. They'd be pretty fairly well matched. I think I might have a little bit more fun with the EcoBoost though. Overall, I would have to give the victory, if myself, I would give it to the MKS. And you really just would have to sit in both vehicles, one after the other, to see why. It's kind of hard to explain in a video here, but maybe I've given enough of an illustration as to why I would prefer the MKS. I do like the Genesis though, and if you're going to give me the Genesis, I wouldn't say no. If you're just going to give it to me, I'd take it. But I think I'd prefer to have the MKS. You might disagree. Well, that does it for this little comparison. Thank you very much for watching. Have a good one.